My value in helping others was deeply impacted by my parents. Growing up in Beijing, China, I was privileged enough to benefit from abundant resources and opportunities. However, my parents told me their very different experiences of no sufficient food, support, or education in their childhood. In their teens, they had to leave home and school to seek a living in Beijing. When I was about 4 or 5, I visited the village where my dad grew up and heard that he paid to dig a well for the only school here so that students and staff could have secure water supply. He never talked about it before, but his contribution to his community planted a seed of benefiting others quietly but deeply in my heart. So, when I was in high school, I volunteered at multiple places. In the summer, I served as an interpreter at the Capitol Museum. I volunteered at the Capitol Library to help readers use automatic book return machines. I also did some one time volunteering, once at Beijing National Stadium and another time at a nursing home on Lantern Festival Day. But because these were short term services, I wasn't able to build strong connections with the communities I worked with. I doubted how much impact I actually made for the communities I served. In 2017, on my 18th birthday, I first came to the US for my undergrad study. I always knew I wanted to major in something that can help people, but wasn't exactly sure what that was. Yet, interestingly, my niece was born, so I decided to take an Intro to Child Psych course, and it turned out I absolutely fell in love with it. In developmental psychology major, I learned a lot from professors and peers in a classroom, but I also wanted to have more hands-on experiences directly interacting with children. That was when I started exploring the Community Engagement Scholars Program and thought it enriched my undergraduate journey. In summer 2019, I started my community engagement work as a childcare worker at the U of M Child Development Center, Infant Bungalow. I got to see the real life examples of young children's development in language, motor, and cognitive skills. The teachers were role models who showed me the importance of respecting every individual child, validating their feelings, and giving appropriate support. In that summer, I also volunteered at Minnesota Children's Museum. Volunteers are named playologists, showing clearly the museum's belief in the power of play. I rotated at different places in the museum every 30 minutes, responsible for ensuring children's safety and engaging in their play when there's a chance. During my time there, I've seen a lot of creativity, joy, fun, and learning in children. Play was also a big study topic in the research lab I worked at the Institute of Child Development. These experiences all taught to me that play is so important but often overlooked. In fall 2020, I took a course called Nature Based Learning in Early Childhood. The course was super fun and informative, and the instructor took us outside for a walk or a little field trip every week. The most memorable thing of this class was a clip our instructor videotaped as she taught in the lab school. One day, the toddlers found a dead squirrel under a tree in their playground. The teacher prompted them to think, for example, why do you think the squirrel is dead? What do you think we can do? The toddlers talked about their reasonings and decided to dig a hole and bury the squirrel together. Eventually, they said goodbye to it. In this short clip, we saw examples of learning in multiple aspects, like cognitive reasoning, scientific thinking, socio emotional development, and engagement of their motor skills. I was very impressed by the potential of this teachable moment and the benefit of a child centered learning approach. Since January 2021, I joined Literacy Matters Foundation as an intern. This nonprofit organization uses gamified literacy lessons on iPads to improve literacy proficiency in kindergarten to third grade students. As a coach of this app, I'm happy to see students enjoy playing it, but at the same time, they're also learning. Deeply in my mind, I believe that's what education should look like. Let children learn in a motivating and fun way. Reflecting on my experiences and the community services I've engaged in, I realized my strong passion in helping people learn and grow. I'll be continuing my master's study in educational psychology program at the U. I hope to inform parents and educators the best practices of teaching through scientific research. From looking for hands-on experiences with children to making real impacts in communities, the seed of helping others continues to grow and prosper in me. When words are infused by the power of the human voice, they come alive. This is Yue. This is my story. What about yours?